hip hop appreciations, man. We did 1993. Let's get to 1994, brother. Let's break down these 1994 projects. Now, here's a project that both of us, you spoke about this recently. I'm not gonna lie, I think just this year I heard you talk about this project.
But no, it wasn't this album. It wasn't this album.
It was this project though?
No, it wasn't this album. No.
Okay, which Frankie Cutlass project was it? Shout out to Frankie Cutlass though.
The album that came out in 97.
97. Okay.
Called Politics and Bullshit.
Okay. 5-0, Shades of Lingo, Sham and the Professor. We got DJ Crush. Let's go the UMCs. Unreleased joint, the UMCs, man.
Did you get this album?
I don't think I did, brother.
I didn't either. I didn't
get this project box. Insane Clown Posse. Oh, but let's talk Fugees Blunted on Reality, the first Fugees album that people don't talk about. I know people act like The Score is their first album, but let's talk here, man. How do we feel about the Fugees Blunted on Reality?
It's an album that everybody slept on, including myself.
Okay.
Until the Salam Remy remix to Nappy Heads. And that opened my eyes. So then I revisited them, and then I found the song Vocab. Woo! We got the Vocab. So
Five Mike song. Oh
so God. that gave us a hint. Well, we had no idea what was to come, but the potential was there. But I will say, Nappy Heads was one of my favorite songs of 1994, without question.
3.5 Mike album, in my opinion. You know what I mean? And for them to go to this, Blunted on Reality, to The Score, we'll talk about that some other time. But yeah, Schoolie D, Welcome to America. The Beastie Boys, Some Old Bullshit. Treacherous 3, Fifth Ward Boys. Gangstar, Hard to Earn. Watch, yeah. What we doing?
There's some people who think this is their best album. That's how great. You know, Dwick is on this album, even though it came out 2 years earlier. You know what I'm saying?
Go to the streets, tons of guns. Oh, my speaker, Clout, Mass Appeal. Yo, dog, Code of the Street and Mass Appeal were singles, bro. Those are actual singles off this project, bro.
Yo, Suckers Need Bodyguards.
Bodyguards. I respectfully to the people, because I've heard people say that through the years. Hard to Earn is the best gangster. I disagree with that respectfully. I would fast forward to 1998 and give that to Moment of Truth. That's just me, though.
I could argue, man. I could argue Daily Operation, and I can argue Step Into the Arena. They dropped
Step Into the Arena as the best gangster album. You
can easily argue that. That has Check the Technique on there. That has Manifest.
I love Manifest.
I mean, well, no. I'm not sure if that's the one that has a Manifest on there.
Which album we talking about?
Step Into the Arena.
All right.
There was a song on there that I wanted him to perform with.
All right, so here we go. Form of Intellect. Who's gonna take the weight? Oh my God.
That's the song. Who's gonna take the weight? That's why Step Into the Arena. Step Into the Arena is a big time album for me.
Huh?
Can you hear me?
Yo, Just to Get a Rep. This had Just to Get a Rep on here, Watts. Just to Get a Rep. And Who's Gonna Take the Weight? But I don't think those.
Well, that's why I said Step Into the Arena.
But those two songs, those two songs are classics. But overall, I don't think the whole.
I'm just saying, overall, that whole album, Check the Technique is on there too. That's a great album, bro. That is a great album. So what I'm saying is, with Gangstar, they dropped all their albums in the 90s were great. All of them. Hard to Earn is not my favorite one, but Hard to Earn is a classic. I mean, it's a great album. It's just not my personal favorite. It's a great album.
Agree. Vanilla Ice, and then we got Main Source. Fuck what you think. What you think about Large Pro and the guys, man? Fuck what you think.
Introduction to the Locks.
Yes.
Okay. To the Locks. But I did not get this album. I was not rocking with them without Large Professor, bro. I was not rocking with Main Source without Large Professor. So I know for a fact I did not get this album.
Fuck What You Think, What You Need. It had a couple of joints on here. What You Need was very popular. They was playing that heavy on UNT Raps and Rap City. Cool G Rap, Killer Cuts.
Yo, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Talk to me.
The biggest rap album of the year, we didn't talk about.
Well, I was going in order, brother. Did I miss
You're
something?
going in order, and you passed it.
All right, so I'm going. Are we going? I got
The Above the Rim soundtrack.
Oh, okay. Partners also various artists. Let's go there because you know how much I feel about this.
That was the biggest.
Thank you, brother. I'm glad you stopped me on my tracks. I got a hot take, but continue. I got a hot take about this project. But go ahead.
That was the biggest. That was commercially the biggest rap album of the year in 1994. It was Above the Rim soundtrack.
Facts.
It had
Big Pimpin'. Listen, ready for this? Snoop Dogg's and Dog Pound's Big Pimpin'. I'll take that over Jay-Z and UGK's Big Pimpin'. Sorry, I will. They had big. I love that song. What else they got on here?
It had one of the. It had the biggest. Not only was this the biggest album of the year, it also had the biggest hip hop single of the year, Regulate.
Regulate is Warren G.
That was the biggest hip hop single in terms of Billboard charting. It was Regulate.
Yeah, pour out a little liquor by Tupac. I love that song. Afro Puffs is on here, brother. Afro Puffs. Tupac Pain. Oh my God.
Afro Puffs is my favorite song off this album. Let me just be clear on that. And this is why Lady of Rage should have dropped an album no later than later this year.
Right.
Or she should have dropped it in 95 or 96. There's no reason for Lady of Rage to not have dropped especially after this song.
Yes.
She was on fire. The first person you hear rapping on Snoop album. Then on the next big, bro, do you realize on the two biggest albums in hip hop, Lady of Rage is on them, and they didn't capitalize off that. Lady of Rage, it changed hip hop history, bro. It changed hip hop history. Not putting Lady of Rage out. I'm always gonna be bothered by that.
Thoughts on Cool G Rap Killer Cuts, man?
That's a compilation,
right?
That was a compilation joint. So I had it, but it was a compilation. It wasn't really a true album.
The Roots from the Ground Up.
I didn't get that.
I didn't get that either, though. But what I did get is MOP To The Death, though. Oh my gosh, we can talk about that right quick. To The Death.
Are we going to acknowledge the production of DR Period?
Absolutely. Listen, DR Period is not getting a lot of props at all, right? But to the MOP To The Death had Rugged, Never Smooth. Who was MOP? Oh my God, Drama. How about some hardcore? Might have been one of the illest songs in 1994. Hands down. Now, this is not the biggest. It's probably the third best MOP album. Upper Warriors and what's the other one? The Two Faces on the album and shit.
Say what? I'm packing blue steel. It's my joint.
MOP for real. Mash Out Posse, absolutely. Cocaine, Mad Flavor. And then we get to Nas. Illmatic, sir. Your thoughts?
An album that everybody slept on except me and you, because it definitely didn't sell.
At all.
You know what I'm saying? Me and you had it first day. Loved it. And listen, after Back to the Girl Again, Nas was just, obviously halftime. What was it? Of the Zoolander? Was it the Zoolander or Zebrahead? One of them projects? I think it was of the Zebrahead project. I know the halftime first. But the more you look at this, man, this album again, New York State of Mind, Life's a Bitch, The World Is Yours. Watch, we do some reviews here on the show, man. And imagine 94 review this shit, man. This is just like, there's only one song here that doesn't touch my soul, but it's not even a wax song. We all know it's one time for your mind. But 5 mics. All I see is 5 mics. New York State of Mind, 5 mics. Life's a Bitch, one time for your mind is not 5 mics, though.
No, that's the only song that's not 5 mics. The World Is Yours, 5 mics. Halftime, 5 mics. I don't care what nobody says.
So
5 mics.
So it's only 8. What you mean you don't care what nobody said? Of course, halftime is 5 mics. What you mean you don't care what nobody say?
Well, let me tell you why. because people argue to me that halftime is not a 5
Well,
mic.
that's a wasted argument.
I get niggas on Dust Juice.
That's a crazy argument. That's why when you said that, I was like, what? What are you talking about?
Memory Lane 5 mics. One Love 5 mics. One Time for Your Mind 4 mics. Represent 5 mics. It ain't hard to tell 5 mics. This is just, man, Oz, boy. Production on here, right? Talk to me, watch Shaheem, aka the Rugged Child, man.
Bro,
Cop this too.
I rocked with this heavy. I rocked with this. Yo, and let me tell you, R&S Beats is heat. I like R&S production, bro. I like R&S production. Yo, and let me tell you, he used to rap with this dude named Rubber Bands.
All right.
Bro, I love Rubber Bands the way I like Killer Sin.
Really?
He's one of them dudes who used to always rap with them. And he used to always rap with Shaheem, one of them young boys.
Okay.
Loved his rap flow, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy that they have RZA down here as a producer as Prince Rakeem.
Crazy, right? Right?
Oh, but I will tell you this. I have this album. I have this. I got this.
On and On is a 5 mic song to me. That was on Once for the Money. I love Once for the Money. You the Man, I loved. The Rugged Ones, like Little Rascals. You used to play this album, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. I used to play Shaheem the Rugged Child.
No question, bro. No question. That's
anything Wu-Tang affiliated was getting
bro. That is why when Nori got into that trouble when they were talking about Wu and they was like, oh yeah, but we don't know about the other guys, and then they had said Shaheem name and all hell broke loose.
Facts.
Because it's like, yo, Shaheem impacted.
Dog, that's a 4 mic album, bro.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And he was a kid.
Shorty. And he's another one, Watts, when we talk about young prodigies, no pun intended.
No question about it.
Shaheem should be talked about also.
Yes.
You know what I mean? OutKast, Southern Playalistic Cadillac Music. Ain't No Thing. Southern Playalistic was the first single off here, obviously. Players Ball.
What did you think about that song? The first single.
Well, Southern Playalistic.
Was that your joint? Was that your joint?
I've not at first. I'm going to appreciate.
No, I wanted because the way I want to talk about these albums is not in hindsight. I want to talk about as we lived it when it came out.
At that time, I can't get jig at first. It grew on me. You know what I mean? Okay. Players Ball, but we weren't ignored. Listen. This is fast forward a year later, right? This is when the infamous after this album, the song got something to say, right?
I understand that, but I'm trying to talk from our perspective.
No, I didn't buy this album when it first came out. I
didn't either. So how I heard this album was one of my boys in college was like, yo, I'm gonna put you on. He's from Atlanta. He's like, yo, I'm gonna put you on the OutKast. You gotta hear this. So that's how I heard the album. I listened to it. And the song that stood out to me was a song called Crumbling Herb.
Crumbling Herb, okay.
Because I felt that was the song where I heard Big Boy and 3 Stacks rhyme. Like that song was so good. It made, how we made playlists back in them days. We had to take 2 tapes, and then you know what I'm saying. But yeah, Crumbling Herb was one of my favorite songs on that album.
Yeah, singles. Southern Playalistic was a single. Players.
No, I get it.
What else? Get Up, Get Out, and Get Something was very big. Hootie Who was very big. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah,
I get that it's very big. I hear that. How did you feel about it when you were listening to it in '94?
Oh, at the time, like I said, I didn't buy it. But as time came on, it grew on me. And I play this shit right now to this day in 20.
What do you mean? What do you mean when you say going? So in '95, you was like, oh, I like this now? Like, how did it? Like,
I think for me, ATLiens was the project that caught my attention. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm gonna keep it real with you 3. Hip hop don't do that to me.
What's that?
Usually when I miss albums, I miss them. Right. Like I miss them, and I miss the connection. It's rare that I go back to an album years later and like, oh my God, this was so good.
I think there's you know what's so funny you said that? There's a project up to recently that I listened to, and I was like, yo, I didn't really get this shit no spin like that. And I slept. I forgot what fucking project that was too. And shit like that. Ahmad, back in the day. I bought the single, but I didn't buy the album though. But I'm familiar with Ahmad from the West Coast and everything like that.
I thought. So let me just say this:
Mhm.
West Coast hip hop was still the dominant force in terms of sales and mainstream. That's why I never understood this chip on their shoulder where they like, oh, we don't get the respect from the East Coast. We don't get to. We're literally talking about hip hop from 34 years ago and telling you the biggest hip hop album of 1994 was the Above the Rim soundtrack. The biggest single was Regulate from Warren G.
Absolutely.
Like that was the highest charted song on Billboard. So the West Coast was alive and well in 1994.
Absolutely. Heavy D and the boys, R.I.P. Heavy D, man. Nothing but love, man. I got nothing but love for you, baby.
So let me tell you what's so amazing. First of all, I love Heavy D. That's why I said Heavy D is underappreciated because his run, like we're in 94. Heavy D's run is very impactful.
Yes.
There's a song on the song called Got Me Waiting, right? Got Me Waiting. 3, you ready for this? Do you know that song, based on Billboard, was a higher charting song than Juicy?
Wow.
Based on Billboard. The 2 biggest songs from New York City in 1994 was What a Man, Salt and Pepper, and Got Me Waiting, Heavy D. And that song hit, Got Me Waiting was getting mad play. Think about this, 3. In 94, Heavy D was getting mad radio play. I bought this album. I played it on a regular basis. Strong 4-mic album for me.
4 mics.
Strong 4-mic for me, man.
Maybe after Blue Funk, this is probably my second favorite Heavy D album.
Yeah, this album was dope. And wait a minute, and remember, and it's curious, he made songs for the ladies. Strictly for the ladies.
Absolutely. Listen, we can talk about Father MC and other niggas like that. We better throw Heavy D's name up in that.
Heavy D's in the Hall of Fame when it comes to this.
There's no even ifs, ands, or buts about that, bro. Heavy D's definitely Hall of Fame, man. And then we get to a project that I rock with so heavy in 1994, bro. Jeru the Damaja and the Sun Rises in the East, man. Dirty Rod Scoundrels, the first single on here. 5 mics, bro. I love this project, man. To be honest, this is a 4.5 mic project. Obviously, Come Clean after that, the bitches and everything like that.
So let me ask you something. Why isn't this 5 mics like Illmatic? Because I bought it, I played it. DJ Premier produced every song. I remember listening to Dirty Rod Scoundrel, Head Nodding. I remember listening to Come Clean. I remember listening to The Bitches. Like, what? I flew by.
Stamina.
Hold
on, watch. Ain't the devil happy? Well,
so wait a minute. So I'm asking you, why is this not 5 mics? Because it's 5 mics to me. But I'm trying to say, why do you put Illmatic over this? Like, what are you basing that on?
I would give, in terms of, listen, Dirty Rod Scoundrels and Come Clean, I could say as much, I love it just as much as Memory Lane and Life's a Bitch.
I do too.
You know, just as much.
Yo, what about Mental Stamina?
With Stamina,
the bitches, you can't stop the Prophet, bro.
Yo,
like this whole
stop the Prophet. 5.
So 3. So I'm gonna ask you again, bro. Why is this not 5 mics? Because to me, this is 5 mics. I played this whole. I remember. I used to play this. I used to put the tape in and just let it rock, and I liked every song.
Absolutely. It's what, yo, dog. Ready for this? It's one of the best albums in 1994. Like, I think it's a top 5 album in 1994.
So if we saying this, bro.
Yeah. Yo, watch. Master P dropped an album in 1994. I knew nothing about that. I didn't know nothing about Master P in 1994. I didn't know about him until the Source covers 96, 97, and shit like that when he invaded the Source magazines. But Master P, the Ghetto's Trying to Kill Me in 94. Shout out to
bro, I knew nothing about that, bro. So I'm not even gonna act like I was listening to that.
I gotta highlight it. I don't know nothing about
it. I get it. Just like that wasn't.
Listen, I didn't even know Master P dropped.
I didn't know it existed, bro.
I didn't even know he existed in 94. 69 Boys, the Beastie Boys, Curtis Blow, MC Breed, R.I.P. MC Breed. I did buy Warren G's album. That's a fact. I did buy Warren G's album, Regulate G-Funk Era.
It's one of the biggest albums of that year, bro.
This
was one of the biggest albums of that year. This is what I'm saying. When I say the West Coast was the biggest West Coast artist, that's why they, Warren G, and then you hear people say he saved Def Jam. Right. Because this was on Def Jam, and this was the biggest album on Def Jam.
This DJ,
it was one of the biggest albums of hip hop.
It was, bro. This DJ 94 whole draft What's next? I ain't gonna hold you. This 4 mic album, solid 4 mic project.
Okay, I disagree.
What you got?
This wasn't. This album did not do it for me at all.
I played Warren G's album. I'm not gonna lie.
This album did not do it for me at all. But I understood how big it was. It just wasn't. This wasn't my taste at all.
Now, if Arrested Development, is this the album that got Tennessee on that on here?
No.
Okay.
No.
The Beat Nuts, Street Level.
Love it. Love it. Love this album.
Shout out to the Beat Nuts and shit like that. I'm trying to see something right quick. What are the songs they had on here and shit like that? Street Level. I'm gonna see something right quick. You Don't Stop, Pop Soul, Hellraiser, Are You Ready? Straight Jacket, Rick's Joint, Fried Chicken. My cousin used to love Lick the Pussy. I don't know who listened to that song.
Whoa. I love this album. I play this album crazy, bro. I played this album crazy.
Man. Bone Thugs and Harmony, Creep on the Come Up.
Big. This is a big EP. Big EP. Had one of the biggest songs of the year. It's the biggest. Yo, that song got crazy airplay. Like, that song penetrated the New York airwaves at the time. Like, that was a big time song.
Another joint, they had a couple of drinks on there that got crazy on there. What's the second joint they had? For the Love of Money. Is it For the Love of Money on this project? For the Love of Money.
Yeah.
That Money, man. It had to be on this project, yeah.
Yeah, it's on there, yes.
Yeah.
This is well, let me highlight. This is one of the biggest albums of the year.
Yeah,
of 1994. So we already named the three big. We already named the three. Think about this, dude. We already named three of the biggest albums of 1994. Above the Rim soundtrack,
yes.
Warren G Regulate, and Creeping on the Come Up. When I tell you, New York did not have it in 1994. We had the lyricism and the rappers and all the great stuff coming up. But in terms of commercial, mainstream success, West Coast had this shit on lock.
Hey, I heard that from a Brooklyn nigga. I heard that.
From a Brooklyn. You can't deny it.
No,
that's what it was.
I gotta say that because niggas would say that we strictly New York, so I gotta make
sure. I am strictly New York, and I'm gonna stand on that. Listen, let me be clear. I am strictly New York. I stand on that, and that's what my hip hop soul is. New York centered, New York based. But I understood and saw in real time the West Coast hip hop was the dominant hip hop of that year.
Dominant. Terminator X, Super Bad. Nice and Smooth, Jewel of the Nile. I did
Copped it. It's the return of the hip hop freaks.
Yup.
It's the return of the hip hop freaks.
It's the return. I love that joint though.
Yo, so I like the fact that they made it even till 94. Because you gotta understand, if you make it out of the 80s into almost the mid 90s, that's a long run. Especially in this climate of hip hop. And I bought this album, bro. And I wasn't disappointed. I'm gonna say 3.5, but it's not a disappointing. It's not disappointing 3.5.
They have Blunts, Old to the New. They got some songs here that I fuck with, my nigga.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Hell yeah.
I fucked with heavy and shit. But like you said, I agree with you totally though. This is definitely a 3.5 mic project and everything like that. But I wasn't mad at it though. That's the wild thing.
I wasn't mad at all. I wasn't mad at all.
And then we go to the Brat. Functified. Cannot front on the Brat at all. Shout out to the Brat. Shout out to JD and all that. Functified was big. So Functified. Love Functified and everything.
You know, this is the album where you just have to give Jermaine Dupri his props.
Yes,
this album is why Jermaine Dupri would have, to me, he would have dog walked Diddy in that battle, bro. Because Jermaine Dupri said it. Right. He told Diddy to his face. Because I remember we was previewing it if they would have battled. Yeah. Jermaine Dupri was like, yo, I wrote and produced every song I'm going to play. He said it just like that. And it was nothing, Diddy. Because Diddy was like, well, I'll play Victory. He was like, you ain't write that song. You ain't produced that song. With Jermaine Dupri wrote and produced this album, bro. Mm-hmm. This is great. And this is one of the first female albums that sold.
And she was well respected, bro. We have to respect the Brat though. She was making noise in '94. Fuck the File was big, and Give It to You. She had some songs like Mind Blowing was good. She had some, she had some Drake. For All Y'all. She had like 3 videos in rotation, heavy. You know what I'm saying? House of Pain Watts, Bismarck, Biz Baddest Beats, Above the Law, Coolio, MC8, Sir Mix-a-Lots, Kwame Incognito, Ill and Al Scratch. We'll stay right here with Ill and Al Scratch real quick. Yes.
Don't say, don't say we'll stay here.
I gotta say we'll stay here.
Wait. I know you said we'll stay here. You're gonna explain why we're gonna stay here.
Yeah, if my homies are my favorite songs in 1994.
Wait a minute. How about 2 of my favorite songs on here? Because I'll Take It with Brian McKnight is also one of my favorite songs.
It was fire with Brian McKnight.
The Hook by PMD, hooked up and down and said, I'll take her. Yo, Where My Homies and I'll Take Her are defining songs to me of 1994 in terms of how they impacted me. Those 2 songs.
Homies, creeping through the hood.
So let me ask you something.
Fire.
You ain't had no problem with that harmonizing, did you?
No.
Harmonizing hip hop?
No. And I'll Take It was my shit though. I'm not gonna hold you with Brian McKnight.
How about I bought the single for Where My Homies. I bought the single for I'll Take Her, and then I bought the EP. That's how much I rocked with these dudes.
Yo, I got mad burn for me, son. I'm like, I'm mad.
Bro, if they would have came out with an album, I just would have copped it immediately.
Right. Absolutely, Watts. Absolutely. Watts, I gotta go hear another album that I copped. I know we copped also. We always talk about the Wu-Tang affiliates and everything like that. The Gravediggaz, the 6 Feet Deep, dogs. You ready for this? Strong 4, but I'm not mad if someone said 4.5. This is dog. Listen, shout out to Killer Army, Sons of Man, which I copped all that. But I like the Gravediggaz a lot, bro. Elevation, Nowhere to Run. Oh my God, 2 cups of blood. I rock with 2 cups of blood. Blood Brothers. Yo, dog, Diary of a Mad. Yo, dog, Bang Your Head. The Gravediggaz has some joints right here. Watch, talk to me.
Diary of a Madman is a 5 mic super song. It's so ill. They tried to call the genre horrorcore. They tried to create a genre to describe what this was. I love this. Bear witness. It's an exercise, the exorcism. I bought the single for this, bro. I bought the single. I had to play this on my Walkman every day. I had to play this, bro. So yeah, strong 4 mic album. Now this is what y'all are hearing. Y'all are hearing 2 New York brothers. We are really in our New York bag right now because we talking Ill and Out Scratch. We talking the Gravediggaz.
So Silly, this is the same way you talked about Ill and Out Scratch where my homies at, right?
Yeah.
Dog, the Boogie Monsters Recognized Threshold of Negative Stress. I was playing that and where my homies at back to back in rotation. 5 mic song. I'm ready for this. Watch my hand to you. 3.5 mic album, but I played it. If that makes any sense to you at all.
So this is yet another where you like, y'all New York bias. Because, bro, we in our New York bag right now. I already established that the West Coast was the dominant selling milk, but that didn't mean nothing. To us, bro. This is like some real hip-hop talk. Now, when I talk about the Boogie Monsters...
That beat is fire. Dog, that's a 5 mic beat. I don't care. Yo, dog, I played that song in '94 back to front to the scratching of the tape went faded away. Watts. That's how much I played that song and everything. Like my cousin used the instrumentals on the back. That nigga used to rap on the instrumental he used to freestyle on the instrumental for like an hour, nigga. Anytime they go to the freestyle, he got that beat and everything like that. Love that project, Watts. Then we go to Organized Confusion, Stress, Extension Agenda. 4 mic project? Strong 4? Strong 4.
Wait a minute, how about this? Strong 4 mic album with 5 mic lyricism.
I'm not mad at that.
This is the album that has Stray Bullet.
Yes. Woo!
where they're rapping from the perspective of the bullet, not the gun. Everybody keeps saying Nas's was from the perspective of the gun. Theirs was from the perspective of the bullet.
Factuals.
Love this album, bro. And let me tell you something right now. Here's another song that is in my where my homies come clean. Stress. I play Stress.
Yeah. Just
that beat.
Absolutely. Stress is fire.
Love the video and all that. Yeah. So this is so in terms of lyricism, bro, it's hard to say Nas was the lyrical MVP of 1994 with the way Jeru was rapping, with the way Organized Confusion was rapping. We got some other MCs coming up too that got something to say. So,
but I love the fact that you just highlighted one name. I think Jeru should be celebrated more in 1994 just as much as Nas. And I'm glad.
Let me say this. Jeru should be celebrated. His one great album should be celebrated the way people like to celebrate Harlem World. One album from the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Her one album, they celebrate that. Jeru's album should be celebrated like that. He has the classic album. He has it.
Yep. You have no argument, brother. All right, watch. What else we got here? We got Public Enemy dropped the album in 1994. I want to highlight Chuck D and those guys in 1994 dropping music. UGK. We got the Flatliners. We spoke about the Gravediggaz. The Flatliners, they was on some other shit though. You can't these niggas. You can't play on an everyday basis. You gotta play them shits in moderation because it's a little out there. But did you cop the Flatliners USA album? Because I did. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did.
I did not cop the album, but I was very aware of them. Absolutely.
One of your favorite rappers from Brooklyn, New York, Big Daddy Kane, Daddy's Home. Did you cop that album, sir?
Did I cop it? I copped it with the enthusiasm that I copped Illmatic. The enthusiasm. That's how much I love Kane.
Right.
Remember, I love Kane so much. Now, you got Primo production. You got Easy Mo B production.
In the PJs, my shit though. In the PJs is my joint though. I'm not gonna hold you. Go ahead.
In the PJs was my joint. I'm glad you brought that up. Yo, that was my joint. Now let me tell you what's crazy. 3, I promise you. I remember when they shot the video for Show and Prove. I remember because they shot it around the corner from where I live in LG Projects. I remember that video shoot. Now, here's what's crazy.
All right.
Nobody knew who Jay-Z was. Jay-Z's in that video. The star of that was ODB. ODB was because he's from the Wu. He was the one everybody wants to see. Everybody was like ODB and Shaheem. They was big because we already talked about Shaheem. ODB and Shaheem being outside. I remember everybody was like, yo, ODB, Shaheem, and Kane. Hope was there, but no one could be like, everybody was there, bro. Nah, it wasn't like that, bro.
I didn't know Jay-Z's 96, man. Let's not play it around. I'm gonna keep it tall.
Yeah, this was 94.
3.5 mics, Kane. 3 mics. 3 mics.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Because let's be real. Kane, when you compare him to the other New York stuff we talking about, bro, he just, like he said himself, he's like he didn't know what to do. He said I was lyrically confused.
Yo, anytime I think about Kane, right, my man reminds me to this day the appreciation we did years ago. We was so wild. That's one of my favorite appreciation we ever did was Big Daddy Kane. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's what I knew. Remember now, this is 2017 because we just building this shit, right? So I didn't know your love for Kane to the appreciation. This is what I knew, dog. This is what I knew how much love you have for Kane. Because if you're gonna fight me on some Kane albums, you gotta be a big Daddy Kane out nigga to fight me. Because when you fighting me on what was that? Ain't the Job Done? What's it?
Prince of Darkness.
Huh?
Prince of Darkness?
Prince of Darkness. You fought me tooth and nail on that project. And shit. And the song you did with Spinnerella. Whatever project that was.
That was the Prince of Darkness album.
And then Watts, we go to an album that, man, I remember we did a breakdown for this album, and I think we were mesmerized. There he is right there. Christopher Wallace. Only Christopher you knowledge is Christopher Wallace. You know the vibes already. B-I-G-G-I-E. Get it? Biggie. Dog. I remember, see, my brain goes to when we broke this album down. And obviously, Watts, we know this project back to front, right? But us talking about it and breaking it down, we did. What I was mesmerized about this project was three verses, a heavy 3 verses from Biggie.
On every song, on every solo song.
And you and I, we couldn't even determine which verse is better out of 3. That is, watch, think about that for a second. The nigga drops 3 verses on mad joints, and you and I are sitting up here saying we don't know which verse is iller. That is crazy to me. That's how ill Biggie was, bro. To say this is a 5 mic album, Nas, I love you, my nigga, but Ready to Die was lapped you in '94, my nigga. It just did. It did.
It's not even close. Biggie, now his was crazy. This is now the beginning of the East Coast coming back.
Because of Big.
No question about it.
Let's be honest, let's be real.
No question about it.
Big put New York on his fucking back. And
there's no question.
Because shit like that, you can't follow Big.
Because in '94, we making it clear, Death Row had this on it. Everything Death Row put out was just double, triple platinum. Yes. There was just no debating, bro.
Watch, if Big doesn't drop Ready to Die in '94, then what?
Hip hop is different.
Like you said, the West Coast is still dominant, but we needed Big though.
And this was the beginning of Big becoming a superstar and the face of hip hop. So this is very important.
Oh, we just talked about Illmatic. Watch, when you just go to the track list, things done change. Give me the loot. Machine Gun Funk.
Bro, you remember when we reviewed it, man? It was overwhelmingly how dope it was. That's why I told people. I said Big did way more rapping on Ready to Die than Nas did on Illmatic.
He did.
A lot more rapping.
Did. Anybody, listen, man. I love Nas. Anybody says that, you're bugging the fuck out, man. I'm sorry. Well, let me put you right here, Watts.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna take it a step further.
Okay, go ahead.
You know how there's this new thing content creators are doing. They're going back to review albums and they're saying, Big had all these suspect lyrics, and you heard what Big said. Why we let Big get away with that? And, nah, I can't listen to that. Like I'm seeing that. I was talking to my boy about it yesterday, and we was talking about the song "Me and My Bitch," and when he said that super pause line, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know that pause line.
I don't know.
Now here's the thing, and this is what I'm trying to tell everybody. I said we all was listening to that, and nobody was like skipping it or nothing. Nobody
in my project building outside listening to Big looked at each other like, yo, what the fuck? It was like nobody said a word.
And the reality is, on that line, it's a Richard Pryor quote from a Richard Pryor joke. That's literally what he was doing.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And remember when he did it over Computer Love? When he did it live and performed it over Computer Love? Yo, so when people were trying to front on that song, Me and My Bitch, y'all look, that's BS. In real time, that whole album got played, bro.
Juicy, Everyday Struggle, Big Papa. I think the only song I probably didn't too crazy about, I think we said this I said this in a review, was Respect. I think I wasn't crazy about Respect.
Bro, Respect, yo.
I know you love Respect. I wasn't big on Respect.
1970-something, nigga, I don't sweat the date. My mom was late. Then I had to make my escape out this world. Yo, that song's one of my favorite songs on the album, 3.
Unbelievable.
But I said that. We're talking about, you didn't like Daddy Kane at the end with her dance song?
Listen, it's like One Time for Your Mind, party's over.
No, stop it. Stop it. No.
Party's over. North Star.
3. I am not. No. I want to keep this appreciation good. You are not going to compare One Time for Your Mind to Respect. Absolutely not.
North Star and Raekwon, North Star.
Absolutely not. 3. Come on, bro.
Party's over.
Come on, bro. That's what we doing? Okay, I got something for you. Since you're going to do that, I'm going to give you an analogy of what you just did. I'm going to give you an analogy of what you just did. Because you compared One Time for Your Mind to Respect.
For shits and giggles, I like Respect more than One Time for Your Mind. For shits and giggles. For the show, I've just been for the show, but I do like Respect more than
shocked you don't like Respect. That's all.
Bro, you arguing me about the same song we did a review. I told you I was you
okay. Yeah, but you threw me off when you like One Time for Your Mind. Like, one time what? Respect?
Bro, come on, let's be honest. Because you probably was, because you how we're nerds here, but let's be honest. Niggas on the block wasn't playing Respect like that.
Yes,
bro.
they was. So let me tell you why I like Respect. I first heard Respect on the Craig G mixtape. And remember on the mixtape, they used to speed the songs up. They used to sound faster. For some reason, they had it.
I don't like that.
They didn't move. But that song, come on, Respect to me is one of my favorite songs on Ready to Die. But I already told you that, so we don't got to revisit that.
So,
but I want to be clear. So people understand. Respect is one of my favorite songs on Ready to Die. That's how much. And Ready to Die is nothing but 5 mic songs.
So let's go ahead and Ready to Die right quick. Top 3 album of 94?
Yes.
Without question,
yes.
Right?
Yeah. I'm going to say top 5.
Not top 3? Not Ready to Die is not top 3 album 94?
Bro, we got some albums coming up, bro.
No,
That's not something to say.
Hold on. Okay, so guess what? We'll come back to that. Watch.
Yeah, we're gonna have to come back to that. We'll come back to that and have that discussion.
All right, watch. Ready for this?
Yes.
My thirsty ass went and bought the Youngsters No Mercy album.
What are you saying it like that?
This ain't got a Cruise Pop, is it? Is it a Cruise Pop album? This has got Cruise Pop, does it?
I don't remember.
Let me look here. Cruise Pop was about. What else here? Thug Life, A-Ball, MJG was outside. PMD was outside.
Not gonna hold on. Let me just say this. I am not going to let you skate over PMD.
Parish Making
Not gonna let you skate over it. This was his first solo album after the EPMD breakup. So of course I brought the album. And let me tell you, because I am such a PMD fan,
3.5 mics.
Because I'm such a PMD fan, I played it. You got to understand something. I have such a love for EPMD. Like, people may not understand this, but after Run DMC, EPMD is my favorite rap group, right?
Right.
And when they went solo, I bought Eric Sermon. When PMD dropped his solo, I bought PMD. This album got heavy rotation from me. I rocked out to it heavy, bro. I'm gonna be honest. This is an album that a lot of people don't have, a lot of people don't talk about. But to me, in my personal experience, I played this album and I just kept playing it, bro. I'm not gonna say I forced myself, I just kept playing it because I love EPMD so much.
Now let me go to Shot City right quick because just about a month ago we did a song.
Hold up, three. Thug Life album. Thug Life Volume 1, Pop.
I was into that.
Yeah, but we would be embarrassing ourselves if we didn't talk about that album. You know how you said you talking about the album just because we want to talk about 1994. But this album has to be talked about. This is a pop group album, bro. We gotta talk about it. Pour Out a Little Liquor's on this album, gang.
Well, Pour Out a Little Liquor was also on the above the rim.
Yeah, but you don't take nothing away from that bullshit ass Jay-Z third album when 7 songs off of Volume 3 were on other albums. 7. Because Money Ain't a Thing is not an original song. That's a JD album.
That's JD shit. Now here's the thing.
Okay.
Shout out to Tupac and everything like that, but he had a song called Cradle to the Grave. I'll take Mobb Deep's Cradle to the Grave over Tupac's Cradle to the Grave.
I'm just highlighting it, bro. I'm
taking Mobb Deep's. Am I wrong for saying that? I'm taking Mobb Deep's Cradle to the Grave song over Tupac's. That's all. Common Sense Resurrection, man. 5 mic. I think this is probably top 3 Common album, in my opinion. Be obviously the best. You can make the argument Resurrection might be the 2nd or 3rd best Common album. I used to love, of course, Orange Pineapple Juice. What's that song? Orange Pineapple. Watermelon joint. The watermelon joint I like. Oh yeah, Orange Pineapple Juice, my joint. Yo, that was my joint. Maintaining. You can make a case that this is his best album if you wanted to. You can make that case. Not over B.
You can make that case.
Over B?
You can make that case.
I don't think you can make it over B.
100% over B.
I would look at niggas
100,000%. But I can understand you disagree. But I'm someone who thinks the lyricism on this is the equivalent to Illmatic.
I know you do.
The lyricism on this is equivalent to Illmatic. And yes, this is No ID production. He got a song on here now. And there's one song I want people to go listen to so you can understand how ill I think Common is. The name of the song is on this album. It's called Some Shit I Wrote. 3 verses. If you want to hear Common, just rap. Let me give you the equivalent song to this. Long Kiss Goodnight. Some Shit I Wrote. Long Kiss Goodnight. It is the lyrically equivalent to Long Kiss Goodnight because I want people to understand what they're listening to. So they can say, watching you jumping out the window, right? Now go listen to Some Shit I Wrote and listen to the way he's rapping.
Why you gotta say Biggie?
Because it's the truth.
Why?
Because it's the truth. Because it's the truth.
Are you kidding me? Long
because
Kiss,
it's the truth.
well, let me get this right. That gives you Long Kiss Goodnight vibes.
Some shit I wrote is the absolute equivalent to Long Kiss Goodnight.
Show this one left. Show this one left.
Show ain't go left. I'm talking about Common, one of the greatest MCs of all time. Who's the lyrical equivalent to both of them?
Why do you
Wait a minute. Who's the lyrical equivalent to Big and Nas? I'm talking about Common. I'm not talking about nobody else. I'm talking about Common, one of the greatest MCs of all time. Of all time.
All right. Why?
He got a song on here called I Used to Love Her. That man you know is one of the all-time great concept songs.
We revisited that song about a month and a half ago, sir. Okay? We did a Common Jadakiss breakdown. But again, you jumped out the window.
That's 3-3. That's not jumping out the window, but I'm telling you, the feel I got, the lyricism, some shit I wrote is the equivalent to what I say.
Don't do that, bro. Don't.
But it is. No, tell me. But it is. You calling One Time for Your Mom better than Respect. That might be the wildest take ever.
I was joking. You're dead ass serious. Your take. I was joking on my take. You're dead ass serious. Your take.
Let me ask you something. Do you like the song Some Shit I Wrote?
Yes, I like it a lot.
Do you like the piano on it? Doom, 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 doom. And then he's literally, for 3 straight verses, rapping his ass off, just like Long Kiss Goodnight. He's doing the same thing Big did on Long Kiss Goodnight. 3 verses and just passing. I'm Big Dog like Glenn Robinson. You remember that, bro?
Bro, I love the verses. All 3 verses are fire. But it does not give me.
It gives me it. Because me and you love piano. So now we don't like pianos no more?
I love you.
Doom, 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 doom. Bound to wreck your body till I turn the party out. That
was the Biz Markie sample.
Come on, bro.
Okay. Now, let's talk about a group that you love so much. Digable Planets, Blowout Cone.
People argue me that this is their best album. This output, but I will take it a step further. It's one of the greatest albums dedicated to Brooklyn ever. In terms of an album that's talking about the borough of Brooklyn, this is the album. By the way, Jeru the Damaja is on this album. See, the thing I love about Digable Planets is a lot of people don't have the album and don't know. See, this is before the Talib Kweli, Mos Def people started loving hip hop, but they was listening to Digable Planets first. If you catch all these, I'm Afrocentric, I'm conscious and all that, this is the album they go to. They go to this album, and it's one of the greatest Brooklyn albums of all time, nigga. 4.5 mics. The fuck out of here, nigga. 4.5 mics.
You jump out
of here, nigga. Digable Planets.
Back to back, jump out the window. You are back to back.
Blowout Cone. 4.5 mics. This is a pro. Tell me. Let's get it straight. This album is better than The Pimple Butterfly. Let's be clear when we're talking about it. You crazy nigga?
Put your hand
out. No question.
Put your fucking hand out.
Nigga, this is bro.
Fuck out of here.
This is better
than To Pimple
Butterfly. Without question.
No, it's not.
And can I tell you something?
No, it's not.
Wait. The themes of Black consciousness, pro-Blackness, my nigga, this whole album's about that, and it's about Brooklyn. Now, you don't want to hear about Brooklyn? Then don't listen to this album. You don't want to hear Jeru the Damaja talk about Brooklyn? Don't listen to this album. You don't want to see an album with the first video they walking down Franklin Avenue? You don't like that? That's on you, brother. You don't want to see that? I get it. I'm telling you, gang.
Sir, you know I'm from Eastern Parkway in Franklin, 387 Eastern Parkway in Franklin. You know where I'm from. Let's start with that number 1, okay? FAP all day, hear me? But 4.5 mics, I think you, again.
Absolutely.
Hold on. I got to throw this out there. You love, not like, you love.
This album is better than To Pimple Butterfly.
No, it's not.
This album is better than To Pimple Butterfly. It's more intellectual. It's smarter. The themes are better. Everything makes this better than To Pimple Butterfly.
Wait, sir. How do you gauge you're smarter?
Because I heard both albums. I listened to both albums. Butterfly's lyricism is far more intellectual than Kendrick Lamar. You serious?
No, it's not.
You can't even compare the two. The stuff Butterfly raps about, Kendrick Lamar doesn't even know exists. He can't talk about existentialism. He doesn't know anything about communism. Are you serious? Kendrick Lamar has no idea.
Why does he have an idea?
Because this is not that smart.
Excuse me?
Because Kendrick Lamar's not smart.
My nigga, wait. Did you just sit on our show and say Kendrick Lamar is not smart?
With my chest out, nigga. With my chest out, nigga.
Wait. Why
this nigga ever?
Why is he not smart?
But I don't want to get into. I don't want to get real.
Fuck all that. Why is he not smart, nigga? We here now.
His rhymes sounds dumb. Sounds like a dumb rapper.
My nigga, you think Kendrick Lamar's like a dumb rapper?
Yeah, absolutely.
You love Uncle Murder, but you love the bullshit. Don't try to see. Wait. There's different shades of Watson. You can appreciate it. You can appreciate the street music, the intellectual music,
yes,
music, and the party.
Yes. And Kendrick don't do intellectual music. He don't do no fucking intellectual music.
So
but you know what?
Kuta Kinte.
But you know that song. It's garbage.
I got you. None of them songs.
Dumb ass nigga. Let me back out. Listen to him. Blowout Comb. Better than Blowout Comb. Blowout Comb is better than the Pimple Butterfly. It's more intellectual. And in 1994, because it is. Because it is.
Bro, I love you, my nigga.
Because it is. Blowout Comb is better than Two Pimp a Butterfly.
My nigga. My nigga. You're my brother, and I love you like
there's nothing intellectual about fucking To Pimp a Butterfly. Nothing.
My nigga. I love you like cook food. But for you to sit out here and jump out the fucking...
It's not jumping out the window.
Jump out the window.
That is not jumping out the window. Saying Blowout Comb is more intellectual than To Pimp a Butterfly.
I love you so much. I want to save you and jump out the window. I literally want to save you.
Bro, let me say something. Never save me from Kendrick Lamar. I'm begging you, never try to save me from Kendrick Lamar, nigga. I come from the city of conscious hip hop.
You know what's funny?
My city is the city of conscious hip hop and pro-blackness. Do not ever save me from that guy.
So in the era of hip hop, when niggas all talking about shaking ass, how much drugs they selling? Let me finish. Drug selling. A nigga like you who could appreciate conscious bars, right? How much times have we sit on this show? Talk about X-Clan and Public Enemy. We give Chuck these flowers anytime we can, right? So a nigga like you, who can appreciate a locksmith, who I went back after you told my Locksmith Project. Let me finish. I actually like Locksmith Project and shit. I actually like it because you put me onto it, right? I guarantee you, Locksmith and Kendrick Lamar will do a song together, and their lives will coexist on the content they talk about. When they talk about.
So one of the things that
like Kendrick Lamar is crazy to me.
So one of the things that we didn't talk about, since we're talking about pro-black conscious music, was Paris dropped an album in 1994 called Gorilla Funk.
Okay.
Now, I say to people, if you want to hear pro-black conscious hip-hop, unapologetically, I'm black, Paris does it a million times better than Kendrick Lamar ever did it. And everybody knows that. Nobody will even debate that. There's nobody that will say, Watson, you're jumping out the window. What do you mean Paris makes better pro-black conscious hip-hop than Kendrick? That's literally all he did.
What's
That's literally all he did. But no, we're talking about 1994. So I want to highlight that Gorilla Funk by Paris came out in 1994.
All right.
So I just want to highlight that.
Sally Soul came out, Digable Planets came out. Now let's get the OC Word Life.
Wait, before we get there, we gotta get to the West Coast again. Murders was the case.
Oh, Murder was the case?
The Murders was the case soundtrack.
I bought that project. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I did too.
I liked it too. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did.
Murder was the case. Mm-hmm. Was another. This is why I said the West Coast had on smash. So Death Row got Above the Rim soundtrack. They got Murders Was the Case. So the reason why you like, why is Death Row putting out money? Because movie studios would give rappers a lot of money to put out soundtracks. Mm-hmm. So Chuck was like, hold up, y'all give me all this money, but I can put all my artists on it.
Thanks.
And that's what he's doing. Murders Was the Case. The song Murder Was the Case. That was a big song. That was a big song. So still, 1994, West Coast hip hop dominating on a commercial level, without question.
Factual. OC, obviously you and I revisited Time's Up a couple of months ago and everything like that. 4.5 my project, Word Life, my brother. Now, I would say Jewels is a better album than this, but I did like Word Life a lot though. Talk to me.
I wouldn't say Jewels is a better album than this.
I like it a little more. Not by a lot though, just by a smidge.
I love this album. So I played this album the way I played the Jeru album.
Okay, all right.
Remember when that because remember how much like the way I felt about Come Clean is the way I felt about Time's Up. I was like, this is like perfect hip hop.
So let me ask you, all right, Time's Up, In and Out Scratch, I Used to Love Her. Like these songs are like
they're Mount Rushmore Hall of Fame songs.
Absolutely.
Mount Rushmore Hall of Fame songs.
Absolutely.
And we gotta highlight Buck Wild's production.
Oh, Buck Wild, okay.
Gotta highlight Buck Wild's production because Buck Wild is.
Shout out to Buck Wild. But he's another one who I feel in terms of producers, we talk about him all the time, anytime we can. But in terms of the quote unquote hip hop media and circles, yes. I don't think Buck Wild gets his props as he should. You know what I'm saying?
I feel the same way. I do not think Buck Wild gets his props.
Scarface watched the Diary.
So this is
I've never seen a man die before a man crying. That was big.
So this is the thing why I think people. So Scarface has had different acts in hip hop. He's had the Ghetto Boy era when he put out his solo song. And by the way, this is Houston's the South. So every time people like the South got something to say, or OutKast put the South on the map.
Scarface been
yo, when I hear people say that, I'm just like, what are y'all talking about? This is Scarface's second album. He already had a Ghetto Boy album. The South been on the map.
Let me ask you a question, Watts. Who you rock with? I think I have the answer. I think I know the answer to this question. I'm gonna get you on wax. I think if I know you, I think you rock with Scarface more than OutKast. Can I say that?
100,000%. Like I rock with, but the thing is, I rocked with Scarface before it became cool to rock with Scarface.
Absolutely.
And the cool era of Scarface is when he started linking up with Kanye West and Jay-Z. Then everybody's like, oh, and that's the Kanye and that's the Scarface that when Nori's always asks people who's better, Cube or Scarface. They just think about his work with Jay-Z and the Rockefeller, and they just like, oh, Scarface. You know what I'm saying?
Now, do I have Scarface over Cube? Ooh.
That's a legitimate debate. I don't, but it's a legitimate. So here's the problem. Scarface has a way better
longevity.
No. It's not longevity.
It's gotta be longevity.
No. Let me tell you. Ice Cube is still making music. Ice Cube is still making music.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You said Scarface were the different chambers of Scarface a second ago, right?
Yes.
Now, I would say around this time, I was probably a bigger Cube fan, and I was a bigger fan of Cube than Scarface in '94, by hands down, respectfully to Scarface. But I felt Scarface, when the Fix came out and everything like that, I don't think Ice Cube was in the same level.
And see, but that's the thing. That's why it's not for me. The Fix was a great album.
5 mics.
That's what I'm saying. So it wasn't that he was just still rapping. It was that he was rapping and putting out great hip hop later in his years. It's the same reason why I give Common so much. Like Scarface gets the credit Common don't get.
Right.
Ain't that strange?
That's crazy.
Like Scarface gets credit for his 2000s run.
Right. And
Common, you'll talk about B, and then people forget about Finding Forever and all this other stuff. So it's weird how hip hop narratives are. That's why I'm anti hip hop narratives, and I never go with the casuals.
Now it's funny. We just spoke about Common having an album called The Resurrection, right? Your man Twista got an album. What's up with Chicago niggas? Both got their albums called The Resurrection. I know how much you like Twista, man. Talk to me.
I love Twista. This is during the time he was beefing with Tretch.
Yeah.
And he had a diss song with Tretch. I remember during this time. And that's when Tretch on the song Once Again It's On, he was like, so you could tell Twist your ass back to Chicago. I was like, what? Yo, Twista responded and he went in on Tretch. Like, my nigga, you can't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, Twista was that dude. And this is the time when he was tongue twister. So
facts. Album that I ran to get, shout out to Jersey right quick. The Artifacts, which Rock and the Hard Place. Now, we spoke about singles and everything in '94. Dog, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Wrong Side of the Tracks, though. 5 mic song, best song on this album, hands down. I'm gonna go 3.5 mics for Artifacts.
This is a 5 mic album, 3.
Ooh, 5 mics. Ooh, okay.
This is one of the best albums to come out. This is one of the best albums to come out in 1994. Kane One and Elder Sensei. First of all, they have the greatest song in hip hop history dedicated to graffiti on wrong sides of the track. It is the greatest ode to spray painting to graffiti in hip hop history.
5 mics.
There's a song on here called "What's Up Now, Motherfucker." It's G-Rappers on the hook, and they just spazzing. I play every song on this album. This album did for me the same thing that Jeru's album did for me. I love this album.
Wow.
I'm just giving you from my perspective. I love Wrong Sides of the Track. Bro, you can see the
5 mics song.
The cover. No, I'm talking about that's the name of the album. No, name of the album Between the Rock and Hard Face. But I'm
talking about Wrong Side of the Tracks.
Right. First of all, production out of this world. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I love Come On With the Get Down. I love the remix with Busta Rhymes. Like, this was one of my favorite albums of 1994. I played this album so much. I remember when I played it, I was still playing it in 1995. When we went into 1995, it was still in heavy rotation. Tame One of Ellis since they toured it. By the way, super ill. New Jersey, bro. Jersey's on the map, big time.
Now, when we did a show about Jersey rappers, we did highlight the artifacts also, though. You know what I mean? Fushnikins, Nervous Breakdown.
So, Chip Fool, in his interview with Math, he told me, he was like, yo, our first album, platinum, second album, gold. We have hit singles. And then the labels wants to bring in a whole new production team.
Gotta read the labels. Like Jizza said, gotta read the labels, bro.
And he was like, they didn't want to do that. But yeah, I remember this. Can we rock? What's up, Doc? Can we rock? I remember this joint, bro.
Not Christian later, not Alonzo Morning.
Yo, Shaq is a hip hop head, bro.
Absolutely. Brand Nubian, Everything is Everything.
Yes, I have that. I have that album right here, by the way, right next to me on tape.
All right, 3.5 mics. Shout out to the West Coast again, the Lynch Mob, Ice Cube's people, the Lynch Mob. And then we get into
tell me that Ice Cube album, Lynch Mob. I bought that 3.
Planet of the Apes?
I bought that. I remember. Yeah.
I can't say I like them niggas like that.
I bought this. At this point, at this point, I was still hardcore Ice Cube. Like, remember, I'm heavy into Ice Cube still. This is 94. They ain't like the Friday didn't come out yet. You know what I'm saying? Ice Cube was still pure hip hop. That's all he was doing. Yeah. So anything he did, you know, I copped.
Lord, stay in Jersey. Artifacts. We go to Lords of the Underground. Keepers of the Funk. Chief Rocker, my nigga. Whew,
that's not this album.
What does they say? Chief Rocker, right?
This is not this album. No.
Okay, part of
this is their second album.
No, I didn't fuck with this album for the second one.
I didn't either, bro.
I didn't fuck with Lords of the Underground second album.
Now this is my curious. I'm curious.
I actually went and bought it, but I didn't like this project at all.
I'm curious. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so you did buy it.
Like it. Because of the first album. Just like Jeru the Damaja, I went and caught Wrath of the Math when it was Wrath or whatever the fuck it was. Terrible song by album. Backup album. That was a terrible second album. Right there with Mobilarity and Snoop Dogg's Dogfather with Jeru the Damaja second album. I ain't gonna lie to you. Keith Murray, the most beautiful thing in the world. 4.5 mic album.
Now I want to say this. This is another album, like Jeru's album, like Das Effect's Dead Serious, that does not get treated like a hip hop classic album. Eric Sermon production. Keith Murray can tell anybody. I'm up there. I'm there with Big and Nas and them. I was outside with them at the same time. I'm rhyming. He got the biggest song with Mary J. Blige on it. Blew up. The most beautifulest thing in the world was an anthem.
5 mics.
That was an anthem. The production's great.
So that was one of the biggest songs in '94, son. A very big
for us. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Get Lifted. Get Lifted was my shit. My second favorite song was Get Lifted.
How's that with Redman? Bro, this
Bomb Z heavy.
Bro, I rocked with this entire album, bro. I'm gonna say it just like the Artifacts album. I played this all the time, bro. So this is a personal classic to me, bro. I treat Keith Murray's first album as a personal classic to me. I had no issues, I had no problems with this album. Like every song, you know, I'm a big Eric Sermon guy. Love this album, bro.
Now, a project that I ran to the store to cop because I rock with these guys heavy. Pete Rock and CL Smooth, the main ingredient. Listen, strong 4 mics on here, man. Strong 4 mics on here. Caramel City. What was the first single? I Gotta Love. I Get Physical with the Kane. I Get Physical with the Big Daddy Kane sample and everything like that. I fuck with this project. Did you?
Yes, I did. And I think that it has CL Smooth's greatest song on here.
Which one's that?
Take You There.
I'll take you there. Okay, it was single.
Never judge a book by the cover. Discover the soul brother with the mechadon. Work from brunette to blonde. His lyricism was just. Now think about this three. Think about how CL Smooth was rhyming, right? And we're in 1994, right? Mm-hmm. And you hear the way Nas was rhyming. I keep trying to tell people in 94, you know, I know Dave Beast thinks, yo, when Nas came out, he changed how. I'm like, bro, niggas had their own style. Niggas was nice. Pharrell March was nice on Extinction Agenda. CL Smooth is dead nice. Jeru dead nice. Biggie dead nice, bro. You can argue. Keith Murray was dead nice. Keith Murray was cannabis before cannabis.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm giving this album strong 4 mics.
Strong 4 for me also. Yes, Shaq Fu, Shaquille O'Neal, Shaq Fu return. I did cop this. No Hook was my dream. I did like No Hook. I'm not gonna front. My Dish, Mic Check 1 2. I did play this. I'm not even gonna front.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why I played this. His features alone made this album worth getting. His features alone.
Oh my God, bro.
And think about the production he got. Shaq could get whoever he wanted. He got RZA, Warren G, Redman.
Hooks.
By the way, I love No Hooks. I love No Hooks.
I love No Hooks.
I love No Hooks.
Best song on the album. Bro. And then we go to Method Man, to Cal, a very highly anticipated album and everything like that. The first guy to drop over his first guy off the bat to go solo. This is funny because I can make the arguments of a solid 4 mics, solid. I can't go with 4 mics.
So I'm going to tell you this right now. The streets treated this album like it was a classic when it came out because everybody bought it. Like we gonna be talking how it really was down. Method Man was in demand more than Biggie, more than Nas. The facts of it is this album had the biggest sales first week of any album coming out of New York in 1994. In 1994, coming out of New York City, there was no album from any rapper that sold as much as Cal.
Bring the Pain.
The demand for him and Bring the Pain is an iconic, legendary song. Iconic, legendary song.
What the Blood Clot? Street songs on here, Mr. Sandman.
I'm gonna say like this: the streets had this as a classic because we played it like it was a classic. That's the thing, three. Like, how do we judge albums and like we gonna go back like, oh, the album it was what. You and I both know when this album came out, nigga, we was playing that shit in the tape deck like, yo, playing with the Blood Clot, Mr. Sandman, Meth Verse Chef.
I play it every day when it's Sub-Zero, some crazy party PLO style, All I Need. Oh man.
Yo, what the Blood Clot didn't have us going crazy?
This is what
all I hear was gunshots. Can I tell what the Blood Clot? Niggas went to Cal, make it happen.
Stop.
Bro, so I'm saying the streets, when they came out, treated this like a 5 mic anthem album. We just did. It was the first album coming straight out of the woo, bro. It was the first. So when I see these people going back and trying to act like they wasn't fucking with it, everybody was fucking with it.
I think they started comparing it as you started going into.
But see, that's the problem. But there's no such thing as the purple tape when this album comes out. Absolutely. All we got is this, and we listening to Meth Verse Chef. We listening to PLO style, Buddha Monks with the ass. Like, bro,
yo, my nigga, Mr. Sandman.
Set off my deck. By the way, Street Life is on that song too.
Scarface is on there also. You know what I'm saying? In Too Deep. I know about In Too Deep. I didn't cop that, but I know about In Too Deep. Ice Cube, Redman. There's the Dark Side. Now, I know people who got this as a certified classic. I know people who really, really love Redman. And I understand it because we talk about runs in hip hop, right? So you got this album. Obviously, what's the album? There's a Dark Side in Muddy Waters. Now, I don't have this over Muddy Waters, but 1,000,001 Buddha Spots, Rockefeller, Can't Wait. Oh my God, I love Can't Wait. We Run New York, R.I.P. Hurricane G and everything like that. Talk to me about your guy, Reggie Noble, man. There's a Dark Side.
When we did our best MCs of the 90s, I ranked Redman as #1. This album is one of the reasons why I think Redman's first 3 albums are all classic albums. I think that this album was so anticipated because it was the album after What the Album. And for some reason, it felt like back in those days, 2 years felt like 20 years. You know what I'm saying? It felt like I was waiting for this album like forever. And I loved it. And the first song, I give props to real MCs like KRS-One, Coogee Rap, Buckshot, Buster. Me and I'm from the East Coast. We're a nigga like you will get laughed at. So
then we go into Slick Rick behind bars. How you feel about Ricky D?
I wasn't feeling this, bro. I'm not going for it. Did you feel it? Did you like it?
No.
Okay. See, so how come we both on the same page with that?
I didn't like Slick Rick album.
I didn't either. But why do you think that is? Why we both didn't like it?
Rick just it didn't connect. It didn't connect. He's one. Listen, respect to Slick Rick, but I don't think he translated like KRS-One did in the 90s. You know what I mean? Spice One, 3 6 Mafia, Black Sheep, and then we go into the Bush Babies.
Before we go to Black Sheep, you gotta highlight Spice One. And you highlighted, bro.
3 6 Mafia.
And you gotta highlight 3 6 Mafia. By the way, 3 6 Mafia is from the South. That's why it's so disrespectful when people be like, yo, it's disrespectful when people try to act like Atlanta brought the South, like the city of Atlanta brought the South back. When you got Memphis, you got Houston that was doing Southern hip hop and doing it very well. You got Miami. You got Miami with Luke, Southern, Houston, Memphis. And then y'all don't even give the true Atlanta people their props because that's Crisscross. Crisscross came out in 92. So y'all just act like Crisscross didn't come out. Y'all jump to OutKast and then create this whole narrative.
But hold on. I think I'm only speaking to Southern brother. I can't speak for them when I speak to them. I think for them, they feel OutKast was the first Southern group that really that really held it down for the South and everything like that. Even though the groups you highlighted, I agree with you on that. They should get highlighted also. But for whatever reason,
are you telling me 3 6 Mafia as Southern group they're not revered?
Absolutely revered. Absolutely.
No, so that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying. So there's remember, hip hop is narratives. Like Nas can't pick beats, and people will just say that forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, a narrative will stick, and people just say it without knowing it. That's why I say hip hop is nothing but casuals now. But
now the Bush Babies album.
Before the Bush Babies, you said Black Sheep. Bro, I copped this Black Sheep album. I copped this Black Sheep album. And what's the song they had on here that I like?
Dress, man. Shout out to Dress and all that, but nah.
What was their first single? Without a Doubt. Yo, I love that song. That first thing, Can You Do It? Can You Do It? Yo, that first single, bro, I used to play that joint. Bro, do you remember that first single?
Yes, they put on
bro. I used to love that first single, gang. So I rocked out to this. Yo, you'd be surprised when he does like shows, bro. He gets stupid love, like
I'm not surprised.
Crazy love.
I'm not surprised. The Bush Babies, We Run Things, big song in 1994. Big, very big. I love that song. In fact, the School of Hard Knock Life jersey your man rocked in that video. I copped that shit because of him in that video and everything like that.
Mr. Man is the MC that I said was better than Mos Def. Remember when we were talking about Mos Def?
Yeah.
It's this guy. It's not the guy who was doing it's not the guy who was doing the Jamaican stuff. The light skinned guy.
Yes.
You know the light skinned guy. He was always that guy. But yo,
listen. Smith and Wesson gets a lot of love for doing the Caribbean, the Jamaican patois mixed in with the English and shit. But the Bush Babies were doing that shit early too and shit like that.
Yo, and let me just say this. The Remember We remix with Salam Remy is 5 mics. It is 5 mics out of this park. Salam Remy, another producer, people act like just like Buck Wild, people try to act like he wasn't a super producer. Salam Remy was a super producer.
Shout out to Salam Remy, bro, for real. Insane Clown Posse, Gangsta Black, Black Alicious. Let me ask you, we done in 94. Was 94 better than 93 in your opinion? We did both appreciations.
Yes, because 94 gives you the first album from Biggie, Nas, Redman, Jeru. Those are game changing. The fact that it's Nas and Biggie, you look at what Nas is today,
right?
That's 1994. As a matter of fact, yeah, and you see what Method Man is today. Method Man still is a feature god. Like Method Man right now, we're talking about him from 1994. Method Man right now still is giving you 5 mic features in 2026. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
So the reason why I said this West Coast Wanted, top selling album, Murders Was the Case, had the greatest first week. Right. The second greatest first week was Bone Thugs and Harmony, Creeping on the Come Up. The third biggest first week was Regulate, and the fourth biggest first week was Method Man. So it was actually Method Man who was going to be the one who was really carrying New York, just based on sales. But then once 95 came, and the remixes and the warnings and Junior, then Biggie just said, okay, now all of this shit is on my back. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. All right. Take us on what?
PSA Full Life.
Okay.
The home of the Bush Babies.
You just want to highlight that because you want to highlight Mr. Man over most stuff. That's all.
Yes. You read my mind, brother.
Yeah, I know you, nigga. You can pull that shit over these niggas. With me, I know you, nigga. Okay? Just shit like that, though, and everything like that. But yeah, man. Next album, I think we should do is Biggie, though.
Life After Death, yes. Yeah. Yo, bro, Life After Death, Wu-Tang Forever.
Woo.
And we got to do that first Black Star album.
So those are the next album reviews.
And the Black Star album to me is the easiest because it's the shortest. It's the shortest one.
I'm looking forward to Wu-Tang Forever though.
Bro, my mind is like, bro, that album is so many rap and so many verses to get through. That's like, yo,
that feel like a 2-hour show.
And I think it'll go, yeah, and feel like doing this because bro, getting past Reunited alone is gonna take about 10 minutes.
Reunited, oh my God, Reunited is fire. Jesus Christ, Triumph, they got too many joints on there, bro. This Hellsman Staff, God, Hellsman, oh my God. Probably one song that I don't like is Dog Shit. And Maria, probably. Black Shit with Maria.
I hate that you don't like Maria, bro. You know what? I'm gonna talk to your soul on Maria. Yo, that beat for Maria.
Maria, nigga. All songs.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you how. Before we do that, I need you to listen to Maria. The production.
Take notes here. Of course, we're gonna listen to the project.
No, but Maria,
you acting like Maria's a 5 mic song. Watch, relax, chill. Don't jump out the window.
Bro.
All right. But yeah, tomorrow, man. You know what? I'm gonna see if I got time to do Black Star today because I really want to knock out Black Star.
Yeah. And bro, yeah, definitely you could do Black Star. We could do it. Yo, if you want to do Black Star tomorrow, bro, we could knock Black Star out tomorrow, bro. I don't got no problem with that.
Knock out Black Star and shit. I'm down with that and shit. Because you're gonna try to highlight how great Talib Kweli was.
No, I'm gonna treat this. This is a dope album, bro. They had great chemistry. They have great chemistry. It's a dope album. But then I will ask you, do you hear the best verse? Who MVP on this song, 3?
Don't act like, hold on. So you act like Talib Kweli washed most death on every verse.
Bro, I think, bro, I'm so confident when you listen to it because me and you are lyricists. Like niggas can't get lyrics past us. No. I know lyricism can't get past us, bro. When you hear it, you're gonna be like,
I love Talib. I love Kweli. I have no Kweli slander on my end at all.
And I can't wait to see Defend Children's Story.
The same way we defended Snoop when he did Lottie Dottie, nigga. Okay? The same way.
I want to hear you defend children's stories.
The same way we gave Snoop props for Lottie Dottie.
I want to hear you defend that.
I can't. I mean, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is, man.
All right, gang.
My nigga. Shout out to my brother Watts. PSA for life. You know the vibes already.